Hey, what's going on, guys? This time around I have a classic song for you guys. It's Where I Wanna Be by Donnell Jones. That first chord is gonna be a A sharp minor 11. And let me start off by saying this is the opening. It's not the main part of the song. I believe this is the only time this occurs in the song, in the opening. So, got that A sharp minor 11, followed by a D sharp 7, going into a G sharp major 7. Next up is going to be a G minor 7. And I'm doing like a little triad there on the third fret. I'm just borrowing that D, G, and B. Going into a C minor 7. Up next is a F dominant 7. Finishing off on that C major 7. And all together it's going to sound like this. So what I'm doing there, that first chord I did, that's an inversion of the C major 7. There's a bunch of ways you can play that. And you can switch them out, to make it sound different, to add more to your song if you're further along in your guitar playing and you want to branch out, you can branch out like that. That's another way to make it seem like you're doing more with the progressions. So we got our opening. Now it's time to go into the main part of our song. So the verse is going to be a C minor 7, going into an A sharp minor 7, and a G dominant 7. And notice, you can just play it straight and wait for the next chord in the phrase, or you can do something to tie you over until the next chord comes up, so you can do some hammer-ons there, of course. You can chromatic into that A sharp minor 7. You can do that. You can hammer on that dominant 7 with your pinky on that G. You can even move down here and start playing your C here on the A fret of your low E. That is your G sharp 7, your G dominant 7 on that 10th fret with your A as the root. And you can switch them up. You can start here. You can move any way you want as long as you're hitting the same notes. It all works. Another thing I like to do when I'm playing this song is like working some triad movements like that. So for the verse, you're going to play that progression 4 times. The C minor 7, your A sharp minor 7, and your dominant, your G dominant 7. You're going to do that 4 times, and then we go into the chorus. So for that chorus, it's going to be a G sharp major 7, going into a G minor 7, C minor 7, F minor 7, back to a G minor 7. Alright, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but that's alright. So we got the chorus. It is G sharp major 7, G minor 7, C minor 7, F minor 7, going into a G minor 7. What we can also do is, instead of working backwards, you can come down the neck. So what we can do is do that inversion of that G sharp major 7, and then go into G minor 7 up here on your 10th fret, C, F, back to G. You're going to do that chorus 2 times, but on that second time you're going to go into a G dominant 7 and into a C major 7. Okay, so about halfway through the song, you're going to hear, if you're listening to the track, you'll hear Donnell Jones say, "Girl, the love that we share is real." That's about the halfway mark. About at that point, the progression is going to change. So what you're going to hear is, yeah, and at that point, you're going to play a sharp minor 7, going into a D sharp 7, G sharp major 7, then, and you're familiar with these chords, we played them earlier. It's going to be a G minor 7, that triad shape on that 3rd fret, just bar in there, going into a C minor 7, do this part twice, but on that second part you're going to end on that F7, that dominant 7. Okay, stick with me. We are almost done with that. After that part of the song, it goes back into the chorus, which we are familiar with, but we're going to add in something different here. So we're going to start it just like before with that G sharp major 7, G minor 7, C minor 7, F minor 7, back to the G minor 7, starting over. So that's A sharp minor 7 going into a D sharp dominant 7, and it starts over again. And once again, you don't have to play it that way. You can branch off if you feel comfortable with it. Go like this, doing that inversion to a G minor 7, C minor 7, going into your F, and finishing back on the G. But remember, when you're ready to finish the song, you're going to go into that dominant 7 and finish with your C major 7. Okay, so yeah, that is how I play this song. Let me know if you got a different way. I love to hear about it. As always, if you have any recommendations for songs that you want to hear, let me know. Got a link to the Google Forms in my description below.